Quick shout out to my Patreons who keep this channel going. You can join my Patreon down in the description below. Once again, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're interacting to the 10th episode of The Duke of Death and His Maid. This one's titled The Duke, Alice, and a Song for Two. Okay, so I guess we're going back to potentially Duke's piano playing through this episode. That seems to be where I expect it to go. I don't know if we're necessarily doing a New Year's-based storyline today, since we just did a Christmas-based one. It would make sense to then do New Year's, so that's the next big event that you would typically do in a romance-based show. I don't know if this is necessarily going to follow along those lines, or if we're going to start going back towards the curse, since we just made a bet with Walter that whoever finds out the reasoning and the curse itself and why it happened, I don't think it was necessary to cure it, but to find out why the curse happened and what caused it. There's a bet for who becomes heir to the throne, basically. Since Walter has lived pretty much his entire life as the backup to the Duke. And even though the Duke has this curse befallen him and is on his own away from family, he's still the heir, which genuinely surprises me. Why has the mum not decided to make that change? Maybe it's to not admit her son is like that publicly? Because that would cause problems for the family, even if they did have an actual heir that could succeed? I don't know about that one. Or maybe the mum genuinely does still want to care and want to give him a chance, which is odd since at the very beginning of the show, we often hear her words of, it's like he's a monster, or he's like he's something like that, or he's the incarnation of death, monster of death, something like that. I forget the actual line, but they've stopped playing that line recently, which I find kind of interesting. In the intro, they've kind of not used that line for a bit. So I don't know if the mum just wants Duke to be better, but I guess we'll see what ends up happening. But last time was the Christmas one. We had a bunch of our characters, including the main introduction of Walter here, all for the Christmas party. Zion and Cuff being adorable as per usual, especially Cuff. Alice and Duke being adorable as per usual. Viola still trying to get Rob to pay attention to her. Bless her. Fun episode, very relaxed, although bringing the curse back into the fray thanks to Walter's bet. I don't know if we're going to start exploring the curse again this episode, or if we're going to stay with the rom-com slice of life type moments with this one, but we're building up to the finale of this show. There's only 2 more episodes after this one. The season's gone by very quickly, and is ending very quickly, in fact, Monday the 13th is our final episode. I don't actually know when the new season starts. I would have thought it starts... Maybe it's going to start the week beginning 27th. But usually anime start on, it'll probably be starting on the 1st of October, Friday-ish. That's what I'd expect. So let me just see if there's any... There might be some... There should be some dates coming up now. Let's just see when... start dates are for this season. Mal usually is a better place for it. Yeah, the first shows are starting in 1st of October. So that does mean we have 2 Mondays without any seasonal shows on them. Unless there's a pre-screening or early screening of a show that Funimation does. Because Funimation often does pre-screenings or an early start to certain shows. So we'll see if any of them start. Oh my god, Isekai Shokudo's 2nd season is next month. Holy shit, I forgot that show. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Sorry, I'm not trying to get distracted. But yeah, that's going to be some empty spots for me to catch up on Patreon shows, which is nice. But yeah, this season's wrapping up very, very quickly. Much quicker than I expected still. And hopefully we can catch up on all the other shows like I have with this one, thankfully. We should be able to catch up with Vanitas a little later, so that should be perfectly alright as well, but... yeah. Anyway, loading the episode up here. As per usual, these are time-based format access here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture in picture, go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gives you access to all picture in picture access I do on the channel, which is everything from my seasonal lineup, as well as Patreon request shows such as World Trigger, Symphogear, and Lock Horizon. Trying to catch up on those as best I can as well. I'll probably get some extra Lock Horizon episodes in on Mondays, or potentially even extra World Trigger episodes in on Mondays as well, just so that we can progress through them. We're almost done with World Trigger Season 1. I think there's 14 episodes left of that, which is still going to be difficult to get done considering how many weeks I've missed. But with a bunch of empty show slots coming up, we should be able to bang in a few more World Trigger episodes, which would be good. And Symphogear, I have a plan for catching up with Symphogear, so we should be fine with that one as well. But here on YouTube, we do timer based. So bottom left of the screen, you'll see a timer for the episode. I count down 3, 2, 1, play. On play select episode, I select episode, we should be in sync. Watch this one on Funimation, as per usual, since they license the series. We have the Funimation logo to start, so it's about 7 seconds of logos, give or take. And then we're straight into the episode. You can use screen flash on my face, the mic, or this part of my head to tell when the scenes are transitioning. That should help you sync it up as well. So, with all that said, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Funimation, cheers. Here we go. Mm-hmm. Okay. As is Locket. We're going to start mentioning the mother, maybe? Backstory on Alice. Alice backstory, okay. Mm-hmm. Sharon, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. That was... wow. Yeah, that one butler or whatever was, yeah. Hey, Rob. Mm-hmm. The mother. And she wakes. Alright. Good little bit of a look back. Alright. Duke House and Song for Two. Family dinner table again? I mean, you both went AWOL. Yeah. Yeah, he's just too obsessed at this point. What? Okay. This is where this starts from. You can't call someone forever. There we go. Just didn't know the terminology. There we go. Just didn't know translation. Pickpocket. No. Oh, Jesus, that could be very dangerous otherwise. Still decides to step in. Is there significance to the fact that there's a rat watching them? I'm going to assume no, but it just felt odd that they'd bother to put one there. I don't think you'd be able to sleep in that instance, but yes. No, but seriously, how's he meant to sleep with you in the bed? Just saying. Oh god, what's she gonna be wearing? Okay, it's her cute pajamas, that's fine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't sleep, can you? Get you a girl who can do both. Mm. Oh boy. Yes, definitely. Oh my god. uh, I just love. I love these two. Oh, Jesus. Uh, it's traditional like that. Mm-hmm. That's a good question. What do you think of her? What does she think of him? Yeah, again, it's that memory that's kind of burned into him. Yeah, but she's just waiting. She's not helping, so. Hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hiding her face very intentionally in this shot. Hmm. Still gotta break the curse, yeah. Hmm. 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 Something gonna happen on our way back? Mm-hmm. You won't have him all to yourself anymore. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Yeah. What did they talk about last night, I wonder? Yes. Mm-hmm. Right. Hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. And so you thought of Alice. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. God bless Rob. He's the reason this all happened. Hmm. It's probably what I discussed last night. Yeah, but that probably cuts me out of it. Hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hmm. 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 I like this episode for giving a bit more focus to that. Someone's watching them. That's ominous. That's very ominous. Maybe the rat wasn't just for scene dressing. Maybe there was something more to it. Mm-hmm. Yes. So pure. uh, oh. Hmm. A song for two. Hmm. What a special ED we're getting for this. Interesting he said the £5 note, but... That's a nice illustration. But post-credit scene? Still came anyway. Well, he has. Hmm. Hmm. It's cat on top of the thing, yeah. Hmm. Duke definitely has made secret magic. Okay. Alright. I've got a bad feeling now. Was that rat on the roof actually a cat? It looked like a rat to me. Hang on, I've got to go back now. Because it did look like a rat to me. But it might be a cat and they might have been hinting at this storyline the entire time. No, that's absolutely a rat. Never mind. I think it was just for set dressing. I don't think there was any actual information we gained from that. The owl and the cats in the second half of the episode, though, absolutely was meant to be, you know, part of it. But yeah, it just seemed way too ominous. I was like, something happening. But the Duke and secret magic. I guess we're really going to start delving into the curse aspect of it a bit more this time. Secret magic, huh? Wonder how we're going to get to that magic. I guess we'll see what ends up happening there. But that was a very good episode once again. I'm loving this show a lot. I think this episode in particular, though, highlighted more of my concerns with just why we went this route with the way it's been presented visually, because we had a lot more mixing of 2D and 3D scenes, especially when it came to side characters. Like, I understand. They've just gone the exact opposite way of how normal anime would be made. Hand-drawn, best effort for your main characters, discarding CG for background characters. That's how most shows tend to operate. This has done it differently. CG for all your main characters, and then certain side characters, but not all side characters, are done in 2D, and you have a mix of both in the same shot, which is just... really. Like, I get you don't want to pay for another entirely new 3D model to be made. I get that. But at the same time... It's still jarring. Like, mixing 3D and 2D is still a bit too jarring for just anime in general. It's definitely possible in other mediums. I mean, the Looney Tunes, like, live-action stuff. I recently watched Who Framed Roger Rabbit for the first time. Like, I know, I don't know how I've managed to not watch that. Or Space Jam, for that fact. I hope to watch Space Jam very, very soon, actually. But I watched Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and it's like... It's impressive how, because when did that movie come out? 90s or something? Or late 80s? Late 80s, yeah, 1988. It's amazing how live action and animated can blend well together. Obviously it wasn't perfect, it's the 80s, but you still have this mix of live action animated that, that seem to work together really, really well. I mean... A lot of that CG in particular has obviously become a big thing because you've got like all the CG like remakes and stuff of like classic coming. You got Sonic Hedgehog, for example, as well. It's Clifford the Big Red Dog. Clifford the Big Red Dog getting a movie is just the most absurd thing to me, but whatever. You got the new Space Jam, obviously. Yeah, there's a bunch of them now, and it's like seeing how well live action and CG and animation have kind of blended together. It's only a matter of time before anime gets that 2D 3D blend perfectly correct. Right now it's the 3D that's lagging behind, though, for certain, because I think almost certainly because CG in anime industry at the moment, unless you're an anime studio that specifically focuses on it, is seen as a budget option, not as a prominent style in of itself, and is definitely lagging behind traditional animation because traditional animation has been done for so long, and you've got supremely skilled people that can do it. CG work has not hit that level yet. It will do eventually. I mean, we've seen glimpses of greatness thanks to Hoseki no Kuni. There's some other CG works that are out there. Let me just see if I can get... let me just see if I can pull up some of the ones that I've watched that I know can do it. Dorohedoro did it well. Beastars did it well. Arpeggio Blue Steel did it okay. I think that was my first introduction to it. And for 2013, did very well. X-Arm did it completely wrong. That's exactly how you don't do it. But other than that, full CG shows, not that common. I haven't watched that many anyway. It's mainly those ones, along with Juhu Death and Kotobuki. But Arjun Demi-Human, that's a show that my friend Ollie has watched, and apparently is quite decent. And there's a bunch of other ones. The Berserk didn't do it too well, apparently. But yeah, I'm sure we'll see more works like this, and I hope we do, because it means that CG works get better and better and better over time, and it means we get even more good-looking animes, but yeah. Didn't Studio Ghibli do a full CG production as well recently? Well, not recently, but like somewhat recently. Don't think that went down too well, though. But it's like their new style that they might be trying to go for, so we'll see how it develops. Anyway, That's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments will be for the episode. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the summer 2021 live you can find it on the channel. Thank you for watching. Till next time. See you guys later.